is a McDonald's cup for a free refill. Okay, so we get a chance to play again. That's what
Very funny.
every year we get a free refill cup. But yeah.
Oh, it's 3-2. Wow. Okay.
So let's 3-2.
3-2. Big game tomorrow night.
Panthers. Oilers. Meaning this could be a decisive game.
It is a decisive
And
game.
Canada still, since 1993, you guys haven't won it your damn cup.
To be honest, I never knew we won even 992. I guess it was like another province. I was only like told that the Leafs won in the 60s one time and that's it. And the tickets of the prices keep going up and up as they lose. You know,
Well, that's because your economy sucks.
you know it's a liberal city. The more we lose, the more expensive the tickets to the game goes. Like the more support we give them.
Yeah, well, they clearly need, subsidies.
I would fucking penalize them. You lost, you're not getting paid this year.
So what you need to do is start going to Colorado Rockies baseball games. I think their tickets are like $1.
Yeah.
They're the worst team in baseball
Seriously?
history right now.
Matt, I did not know that.
What
I think all the concessions are like $1. I think all like $10. Like everything's like nothing's more expensive than $10.
Hey, what the Blue Jays, Matt?
No, I'm talking about the
Rockies.
Colorado Rockies. Currently the worst, on track to be the worst team in baseball.
I remember being a kid, Matt. I skipped school. We went downtown with my friends, this and that, and we decided to go watch a Blue Jays game. We paid $1 ticket. It was nosebleed sections, I remember. We came there. We literally smoked a cigarette because the roof was open. We smoked a cigarette in like the stands, and we left. It was the most boringest thing in the world. We literally stayed there for maybe about 20-25 minutes. We paid $1 to come in to watch it, and we left. The stadium was empty.
I love sitting up in the nosebleed section on a sunny day at the Texas Rangers when they were outside. I miss the old days.
Do we eat the hot dog?
God.
Did you just say the good old?
That stadium on an afternoon on a day game. Oh, I'm so glad they moved into field instead of park.
But wasn't
Back then, the air conditioning had closed that thing.
Listen, I'm so old that I remember when you could take a cooler in, okay?
But back then, wasn't $1 worth like $20 or something like that?
$1 was always worth $1.
No, but you know what I mean. In today's, like, what you get for it, inflation, whatnot. So, like, back then, $1 must have been worth more, right?
Well,
Also, Rockies Canadians, so his dollars.
Our dollar was always worth less than every other dollar, so.
They got the money.
Do you know what's a nice stadium, but I hate the team and I'm really not a fan of the city anymore, is the one in San Francisco.
I thought you were going to say San Francisco or San Diego. Oh, Oracle.
No, yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful park, but, and when you go to, like, get concessions, they have, like, Napa wine and things like that. It's pretty cool, but I hate that team, and the people are obnoxious.
Thank you.
And I won't go with them.
Really? We're really that obnoxious, Abby? How are we obnoxious? Who are we obnoxious in? We only dislike
and I'm a Philly fan,
LA
baby.
fans. Philly, we don't care.
We're having,
San Francisco fans, we got into it one time bad with them, and they actually tried to beat up our players. We cleared the bench.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's this?
When? I'll tell you, because my friend was the one that got hit by the ball. So Victorino was still playing. So, Kelly, what year did Shane get hit with the ball in San Francisco and they cleared the bench? Shit, what year would that be? Wait, I will think about it. What year did they win?
It must have been a while.
Yeah,
Usually
like
don't get that way.
2010-ish, maybe? 2010, I think. They definitely cleared the bench.
But I don't remember that game.
My favorite place to watch a ball game is Wrigley. My goodness.
I know. I've never been.
Oh my gosh, Abby, it's an experience. And
I want to visit every single stadium that's on my bucket list now.
Yo, is this true that Iran is surrounded by 30 military bases, 30 American military bases in the Middle East?
Yep, and maybe some baseball fields too. What do you think around Iran?
I would venture a guess you couldn't find a country that didn't have 30 bases like within 300 miles of their border.
Got it. I ran around the bases.
Ran around the bases, right? I mean, how many of those bases have baseball, do you think?
I mean, let's see how many military bases there are within 300 miles of Canada.
American? You know, baseball really became popular in America during the Civil War on the POW camps. Just a quick aside. It was the Union and the Confederates like playing against each other in POW camps.
Yeah, now baseball has a thing like about rivalries and assaults, like especially in San Francisco. If you get caught getting into it, you face more severe charges at the Giant Stadium. There's no, like, if I know Dodger fans have been assaulted outside the stadium. I know that,
and vice versa too.
and yeah, vice versa. But there's now an understanding, like, look, they're gonna come to our stadium. They buy more tickets. That's our fault for not going. But it's baseball. It's a fucking game. I went to Dodger Stadium one time. I felt unsafe going there, but I would try to go again. Would I wear my Giants hat? I would only wear my Giants hat if I were sitting next to a friend who's a Dodger fan.
And not in the outfield.
Yeah, I'm definitely not in the outfield.
I've been to hundreds of Dodger games. I only went once to the outfield, and that was when Barry Bonds was about to tie the all-time record. And there were fist fights breaking out. Yeah, Giants fans were getting like punched. It was fun to watch. People are throwing.
I was wearing a Giants hat with a black logo blacked out, so
Jason,
I didn't get as much.
Don't you think, I mean, look, in our city, you can be pretty obnoxious. I mean, we had a jail for a while under one of our stadiums. You can be pretty obnoxious. So recently, I was at an Eagles game, and they have a sign outside, like, yeah, they had a judge. They don't have it anymore. But they had a sign outside, like, you have to be behaved, and there's rules of behavior, and it's just bullshit. No one does it. Like, do they really go up to people at Giant Stadium? Like, if they're cursing like
There's
crazy.
codes all over the stadium. I know that because I was just there 2 weeks ago. There's codes all over. If you get into it in the bleachers, you're supposed to just text that to report immediately, and security does report pretty fast. Because I saw someone trying to get into it, and it was Giants fan against Giants fan, and the cops showed up pretty damn quick. Like it's not. It is taken seriously because people have been killed right outside the stadium, 2 blocks away.
So, Rafi, the answer to the question is there are 21 major military installations within 300 miles of the Canadian border. And if you expand it out and include minor military bases, that would raise the number to, where did that number just go to? That would be an additional...
Wait, Canadian or Iranian?
No, American.
No. Around the Canadian border or around the Iranian?
Canadian border.
Canadian.
Bases. Okay, because I think he was asking about Iranian, no?
He's asking
Correct,
Canada.
but I was just demonstrating what a irrelevant statistic that is by pointing out that there are 21 bases within 300 miles of the Canadian border, and I don't know why I'm having such a hard getting back to this on the American side. 80 to 124 minor facilities. So those would be armories, reserve centers, training sites, and radar installations within 300 miles.
Yeah, but
So,
West Point
yeah.
is within
Having Iran surrounded by 30 bases is not a very big deal.
Wait, what did you say? How close
I mean,
was West
domestic
Point?
versus international, 2 very different things.
Yeah, the U.S. bases on the Canadian border are in the U.S., so it's a totally different story.
Oh, well, we put our bases everywhere.
Okay, we're down.
We have bases in Canada?
I'm sure we do. We just do so many joint operations of that. I would wager that we probably have more in Canada than in any other country.
Okay, so I'm
That wouldn't be true. We don't have very many, we don't have any large permanently manned bases in Canada at all.
Yeah, I don't know that we have any.
Maybe personnel there for different things. Like we have an embassy, whatever, but that's not like.
I feel like I think NORAD's in Colorado, but like there's so much cooperation between the two countries. I think we cooperate with them more than any other districts.
Right, but an actual
NORAD is-
military base on Canadian soil, is there one?
This is
The
lookable,
closest-
but I don't think there are any, actually.
I didn't think so.
There's a North Bay in Ontario where the U.S. Air Force detachment 2 is integrated into Canadian operations into an agreement. And there are active duty U.S. personnel that are deployed in Canada as cooperative defense arrangements, but there's not we don't have American bases there.
Yeah, I know they use Canadian bases a lot, but
Iran is
But
the
apparently just
most
a bunch of NORAD
surrounded.
things.
Iran is
Winnipeg.
the most surrounded by U.S. military bases.
There are 20 to 29 bases within 300 miles of Poland.
ChatGPT says Iran is the most heavily surrounded by U.S. military bases. And then it's Iraq, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, Oman.
I mean, I think you gotta define what surrounded is.
Well, I just put in most heavily surrounded.
Yeah.
While the U.S. has no military base inside Iran, it maintains a tight range of military installations in nearly every country that borders or is near Iran.
I mean, we have military bases in almost every country on Earth.
That's not the question that was asked, though. This one is the most heavily surrounded.
Not to mention submarines.
Maybe ask ChatGPT what it means by heavily surrounded. Define the criteria.
Listen, we have hundreds of military bases around the world. Hundreds.
With thousands, actually.
I don't know if we're in the thousands.
I mean,
Last I saw, it was not thousands yet, but maybe that's changed.
Don't really, when you define a base like in Israel, we really don't have a base. What do we have
there's bases in Israel.
a U.S. base? Where?
Oh, U.S. bases.
Yeah, U.S. I'm saying there's no U.S. base in Israel.
I think the U.S. just gets involved in a lot of things.
Yeah, but there's not an actual, not like what you have in Qatar or in Turkey.
Northeastern Syria, Iraq, etc.
Yeah, it's actually very
It is
interesting.
there, and I've never seen it, but maybe you guys can tell me where you think it is.
The U.S. maintains 750 and 800 overseas bases spread across 70 to 80 countries.
I think America.
Okay, so the U.S. has Site 512, which is in the Negev, which is a classified U.S. radar facility 20 miles from Gaza. Monitors the skies for attacks, primarily used for threats from Iran. It houses an AN-TPY-2 X-band radar integrated with Israeli systems for early warning against ballistic missiles.
That's probably bad.
Basically, yeah.
There's boots on the ground there? That's interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, the Americans have to operate that. I think that's part of the deal.
With the Patriot, when the Patriot batteries were there were U.S. boots on the ground then. Do you remember when they brought in the Patriots?
There's Masha Beam Air Base in the Negev, which is a base within a base. I guess it's a section of an Israeli base that is American. It's located within the IDF's Air Defense School. It houses dozens of U.S. Air Force personnel and supports missile defense systems. So, also missile defense. Nevatim Air Base.
Been there. You've been there? Nevatim?
Probably.
It's like a big one.
Great
looking. I mean, I got to tell you, the pilots there, whoa. I'm sorry. Just had to have that moment.
It's so interesting that there's not another country that even comes close to having as many bases globally, at all. Like, nobody even comes close.
Bliss, we are double the amount of bases since the Cold War.
It's fucking insane, actually. Now that I look.
So what I'm reading here
Who would be
is there are
second,
750 to 800 military bases overseas. There are 128 major or permanent installations.
I mean, it's
Who
the
would be
U.S.'s role as
second
sole
to us?
Yes.
superpower.
Who would be
UK.
second? UK?
Yes, or Russia. Russia has about 18, but they lie, so can we trust them? I don't know. So it's either Russia or the UK. Somebody would have to look that up.
And the French, they've got the fucking Foreign Legion. Good for them. What's interesting to me is like having bilateral defense bases between Canada and the United States. Because somebody was bringing up NORAD before. NORAD is a really interesting place, but I would argue that we probably have larger missile defense that's not public, like at Schriever Space Base, which was once Schriever Air Force Base, because we have a bilateral contract at NORAD with Canada. So I don't think we keep all of our best shit.
We'll catch Santa Claus one of these days. That's the most important
They
thing.
catch him every year. What are you talking about? They have the whole
They track him.
radar.
They never capture him, though. He keeps fulfilling his mission. They'll shoot him
You
down.
guys know the country with the most U.S. military bases?
Let us guess. Don't say it.
Us.
With the most,
Yes.
Most bases. Don't say it.
Should be Poland.
Oh, Japan.
Maybe Germany.
Japan.
I thought you meant like I was like, we have the most.
120.
Yeah, Japan. My sister was in Fusa for 4.5 years, and learned quite a bit about the amount of military there. It was
Still
kind
have
of really
Okinawa,
specific.
I think.
Went to see the one in Okinawa.
The second is Germany.
APAC had a group that went there, and we went on I guess it's a destroyer. I mean, it's a really interesting base. Because there is a section of it where the Japanese have their fleet, but it's a small part of it. But they keep their boats there too.
now
I mean, the United States
where
has
you
like
run
a
it.
dozen different divisions all over the world, like CENTCOM in the Middle East.
I have a family member who is now Matt, you probably understand all the ranks. Major general? Not major, lieutenant. No, you're gonna do that. It's above. Wait, I'll have to look at the rank. He's high up, and he was stationed for a while. This is a very cool one in Pisa. They have a base, army. That's not a bad place to be. In Italy, we used to have a lot of bases there.
My grandfather during the Korean War was stationed in Naples, and he was the head naval chaplain of the Mediterranean.
Nice.
And during my grandfather's funeral, our rabbi said it was because of your grandfather that the Koreans never reached Italy.
And that's like not bad if that's your army time to be in
He was a
Italy.
commander.
We're gonna have to look at what this rank is that he just got.
So interestingly, Iran's only like official bases, like not through proxies, but they're actual people. There were 10 in Syria; they're all gone. And then there's 2 in Iraq, which may or may not still be there.
I mean, those were their proxies, basically.
Yeah, so basically, in addition to losing, all of their proxies, they also lost the vast majority of their, basically 90% of their forward bases.
And this is basically a siege. It's just like pushing in.
Joe, can you do me a favor? Can you check the degenerates? I just sent a picture of a message from I-12 or I-24, the Israeli channel. They made a statement, but confirm it if it's true on the American side.
Hey Matt,
Yeah.
Lieutenant colonel. He became a lieutenant colonel.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
moving up.
I mean, that's.
That's
I mean, it's still just quoting an American official, but I mean that's as reputable as. That's pretty reputable.
that's all I have. They see you again.
Did you see it, Jeff? Sorry, I had a phone call. This is big news. If it's true.
Lieutenant Colonel is 05. I think that corresponds with Commander in the Navy. I think.
So that's
And my grandfather
that's
was
good.
05.
It's high up.
Yeah.
He's like a conservative also, by the way.
Oh, cool. Yeah, corresponds with Commander in the Navy. 05.
Sang in the West Point choir and is still pretty observant.
Anything? Because it's a school if it's true. Pretty excited.
I heard Iran was threatening Channel 12 and Channel 14.
Yeah, I saw
It
that.
would be the first to threaten Channel 12, though.
Could we just get them to take out the view? That would really be helpful.
This is terrible, but I was thinking, like, when they said that they'd hit Petah Tikva yesterday, I was thinking, yeah, no one's going to notice the difference. I'm allowed to make that joke because my great-great-great-grandfather founded Petah Tikva.
I heard it's not a real place.
It really exists.
I heard it's not real. It's not a real.
Can you say this in Bivrit, please?
Petah Tikva lo emet.
Ziloamet?
Zemin. כמו עיר בגרמניה שלא קיים.
There's lots of you.
מה?
Matt, you gotta work on your Hebrew, bro.
Trying to keep it simple.
Yeah, but emet is the wrong word. It's amiti. Amiti.
Trying to keep it the streets. I found when I use proper grammar, it confuses Israelis.
Hello?
Oh.
Okay. I just heard static, and I'm like, Hi, Rena. I didn't see you come in. Hi, Captain. Hello, me. Hello. I haven't seen you in Hi.
I got my ball joint replaced and I have AC again. I'm so happy.
Nice, because he's probably heading your way. It's hot here, Captain. It's probably
It's already 82 here today. It was hot all last week, huh?
We got the
I was melting.
it's 90 right now, but next, let's see.
We've had we had one 90-degree day last week, especially downtown, like down in town in the city. It gets a lot hotter than what it says the temperature is because of that temperature bubble that's in the city.
So it always happens this way. The College World Series comes to town and it heats up. So we start by the weekend it'll be in the triple digits. They will be cooking down there. Matt, he's not in here. I can't believe Matt Root has never been to the College World Series as much as he loves baseball. He would love.
Oh, this cold air coming out of my dash is so nice.
Good for you.
If they replace some kind of module or something that controls the airspeed itself, that's the only thing left over to do. But I mean, it's full speed spitting out cold air, so I don't care.
Nice.
It's so much quieter with that wheel bearing in place. It's so nice. Still got a wobble at like 70, 80 miles per hour though. They don't have to change that control out. They're not control over the sprinklers. Power items. And then that other ball box coming to be replaced. But it could be the CV axles too. I know I need to change my struts. But that could be part of the problem. But it's not bad yet. They're not bad yet, should I say. They're home, but they're not bad yet.
What kind of car is it?
So what happens when you have a 2011 with 137,000 miles on it? Gonna start replacing parts.
What brand is it?
Ford. The 2011 Ford Escape.
Yeah.
XLT 2.5 liter. Front-wheel drive. Seriously.
Mr. Kevin, hope everything is good with you, sir. We were worried about you. I was actually asking what the fuck happened to you.
It's true. You did ask about you.
Actually, the internet service very unstable, and usually I drop out of the room. So you can check everything on CNN, everything on other TVs. You can see everything. So actually, I had a ticket to Dubai coming Wednesday, but all of them canceled. And then from Dubai to Washington, all of them canceled.
Yeah, there's no air. The runways are down. They took out the airport.
Yeah, the airport is out of service now, as I heard. So it's bad luck.
Can you get to Kurdistan?
Actually, I had a ticket on this June 18th from Tehran to Dubai, and then, my God.
Can you get yourself to Kurdistan? Can you cross the border to Kurdistan?
Anyway, we are just seeing the fighter jets bombardment on Tehran, IRGC sites, and military sites, missile sites. We can hear and see everything because my home is located on top of the hill. Hill or hell? Hill. On top of the hill. Hill, yeah. So I can see everything, I can hear everything, but fortunately, it is too far from us. Because my residential area is totally far away from all of these things. Missile sites, military sites, intelligence sites, everything. We are very far from it. We are very far from it. Thanks God, we are still alive. We're still alive. Actually, yeah. I'm not scared. Thank you. I'm not scared. I know everything is a spot bombing. Actually, targets are already decided which target they have to attack, and this is a spot targeting. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not worried about
That's
anything.
so great to
But
hear.
actually, I'm worried about the. Yeah, actually, my main concern is losing power and tap water, because if they hit the power generators, power plants, and water reservoirs, actually, then they will face a big problem. Otherwise, there is no problem up to now. And also, the gas is hard to find, and the ration. It is ration. Special for heating. So that's a great news. Yeah, it's good. Somehow I can say I enjoy it. Everybody enjoy it. Not everybody, but many are enjoying it.
Wow.
So how are the Iranian people themselves towards this? Like, they're happy about this? Majority.
Yeah, actually, because majority is happy because of deleting those people or those persons who were hated by people. People hate some of the IRGC commanders and second level actually commanders, and they are being deleted, and so people are very happy from that. Just the main question is one why the first person, the mullah, the first person, he was not hit at the first time. This is the main question. Why they actually decided not to hit him, to attack him at the first bombardment.
I heard there's a jail that people are breaking out of right now because all the guards left. The jail is called, I'll tell you what the jail is called.
Jails? What do you mean jails? Because your voice is coming in and out. Internet bandwidth is not good.
He means prison.
Oh, jail, yeah, jail.
Prison, they're hitting prisons.
Prison, yeah. Yeah, I see, jail, prison.
They said people are escaping. On another note, hopefully this is going to be done soon.
Rashi, actually, I heard you coming in and out.
Yeah, then that's you. It's you. We can't hear you too well if you're.
Yeah, it's me. It's from here because they blocked many things. So we have to connect even WhatsApp, which already restrictions removed. Even they put restrictions again. So without VPN, you cannot work with WhatsApp. So VPN capacity is.
You should try low audio.
Everybody
on Clubhouse.
Use actually they. Yeah. Especially Clubhouse.
Change your Clubhouse setting.
It's a. Clubhouse actually is one of those applications who are restricted heavily from using people.
No, that's fine, but because you have a problem with your band, then you should select low audio quality at the top.
Oh, you're right.
So we should change that.
Let me change it now. Yeah. If I find it soon, let me change it now. Yeah. Audio quality. Where is it? Okay, let me give me some time.
No problem.
And then, you're right. It was a good idea.
It's under the settings on the top right with the ellipsis, the three dots.
Yeah. It is on. I put it on low.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
I hope it would get better. Yeah. That's a good idea, actually. Anyway.
Glad to hear you're safe.
Thank you very much. No, it is. Actually, Iranian people now understand what the Israeli people actually suffer from sirens every night, go to shelters, and they now understand. Yeah, now they understand that how they are suffering from every night. They have to wake up, go to shelters, now they actually they know. They know.
Do you think that they're going to overtake the regime?
It seems so. It seems so. Everybody is waiting for that. It seems so. Nobody knows. Actually, in these cases, nobody can. But as far as I know, the scenario which is President Netanyahu is doing is the copy of Hezbollah removing Hassan Nasrallah. First of all, removing all part of the military sections and commanders, and then the head. This is the same scenario, successful scenario actually. It seems that it is done a copy of removing Hezbollah from the power.
Very strategic.
Anyway, thank you all. Thank you, my friends. I tried so many times. I tried so many times to contact you, but actually, also on the other side, I had many things to do, fill up the gas and preparation.
Yes, of course.
And
You have to stay safe.
that and
You're still cutting out, unfortunately.
yeah, and we are critical. I have a plan in worst case because we are taking care of my mom and my dad. They are very old, and we made a plan actually on it to make a plan. In worst case, what we have to do. So anyway, thank you for your kind and thinking of me. Happy to see you again all.
Stay safe. Thank you for updating.
Rena, everybody, you are everybody which I know, Zach, Ilomi, everybody. Thank you very much for your.
Stay safe, brother.
Thank you, Rafi. Thank you.
Oh, I'm not getting nothing. Stay safe. I went to open my mic. It's already open.
I should have just.
So actually,
Go on.
go on.
I was just gonna say I should have just put my brother on to talk to you yesterday. The freaking idiot that clearly has friends that support the regime and is sympathizing with Iran right now. With the regime.
I have a better suggestion. Just send his friends to Gaza.
It's a civil.
Avon!
So, but this is it. Yeah, it is more than 40 years. The regime says Israel should be baked out of the map. We have to destroy and we have to, they just rhetoric. Actually, not rhetoric. They made some achievements. It shows that Israel is believed. When Iranian official says we have to destroy Israel,
They believe them.
Israel, in United Nations said we believe these rhetorics. We have to be prepared. So the first and foremost item for the regime is to finding those people who set up drones. And active them
cutting out.
country. This is
You're cutting out, Kevin. You're going in and out. Yeah, they're having a hard time with internet there. So.
Yeah, their internet's so bad it's almost like Canada.
That's
what I'm saying.
You didn't say it is as bad. It's almost as bad.
Almost as bad as Canada.
It's better than, probably more affordable.
hello, Jeff.
Yeah.
Good morning. Actually, it was disconnected. I couldn't hear you. So, how are you? Are you okay?
Much better hearing you, my friend. We've been worried about you. I think his internet is worse than mine, though.
No, yours is good, Jeff. It says we've been talking. He's going in and out. But he says he's good. He was about to get out of Iran.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but his tickets were like for a few days before all this shit happened. He already had tickets.
Yeah, actually, I already got my ticket for June 18 to go out, but suddenly everything is stopped. It's called bad luck, cursing to bad luck. Actually, I heard some people inside my home on that hill actually searching for those guys who were launching drones. Some people launch several drones from this park. So they are heavily searching and controlling this area by drones and controlling this area by drones and controlling this area. Yeah, and I gotta go.
Have you ever flown to where the yarmulke and that you're a Jew?
No.
Armenian, right?